What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing? I want to share this dream I had with y'all. But first, I want to say, if anybody would like to donate to my channel, it would help out a lot. You don't have to donate. All you got to do is go to where you see the thumbs up and the thumbs down at the bottom of my video. You can thumb it up, thumb it down. You can share it, or you can scroll on over to where it has the heart. Thanks. So you just slide it over. You hit the thanks. Okay. And it will say you could donate from $5, $2, $10, up to $50. That is up to you. If you do, I really appreciate it. So let me jump into this and show y'all what that dream is about. Now, the crazy thing about this dream is I had a similar dream like this last year, but this one was a little scarier. I was in a facility. There was a bunch of people walking around with suits on. When I say suits, not suits, they was in like hazmat suits. Their heads wasn't covered up, sort of like hospital scrubs. And nobody was talking, nobody was interacting with each other, but they was working together. And for some reason, I remember them giving people shots. They was sticking people with needles. And I want to say maybe 40 seconds after these people was getting stuck with these needles, people started to have these reactions, and they were shaking, and it looked like they was having seizures. And people just collapsed, and they would catch them, and then they would haul them off to another room. And one thing about me, y'all know I'm never going to let nobody stick me with no needle. It's not happening. So I had my back turned. This guy came up to me and he was talking to me. Now he distracted me because the female behind me stuck me with this needle. And I started to feel this burning sensation in my arms and in my limbs, going through my veins basically. And I somehow was telling myself, don't let it get you, don't let it get you. It ain't gonna get you, don't let it get you, don't let it do nothing to you. I was terrified. All of a sudden, I was out of this room. And I just happened to be walking, and I was walking in the neighborhood that I used to live in. And on the right side of the road, on the sidewalk, the guy was walking. I seen the guy that distracted me, that had these needles, but the girl's the one that stuck me. And he must have known I was coming after him because he was walking fast. If y'all can see my fingers, he was like this. Just watch the fingers. This is how he was walking. Not like this. But he was moving so fast, and as fast as y'all, I'm really fast. I used to run track too. But anyway, I started chasing this man. I was running as fast as I could. I could not catch him for nothing. The faster I ran, the faster. It was almost like he was glitching. There you go. And like some kind of y'all know what glitching is in like a video game, where a glitch or in a program, like somebody would show up and then they would disappear and they would glitch and be way up there. He was glitching. And whenever he got up to the corner and I finally made it to the corner, I turned and he was already up on his porch going into his door, and he closed his door. Now the crazy thing about it is I tried to remember the address. I tried to remember the 3 numbers that was on the address. It's almost like the address was just 3 zeros. I'm pretty sure it was 3 zeros, but I was trying so hard to remember this address, and I could see him closing the door, and boom. I was so mad. I wanted to beat this dude to the ground. Here's the crazy part. I don't know how it happened, but he just happened to be coming back out. Seconds after he closed the door and I got real mad, I had the opportunity to get him because him and his lady came out of the door. He immediately seen me. When he seen me, he let her hand go and he ran directly down towards me, but to move away from me. It was too late because then I had already said, I'm getting him, and I grabbed him and then I stuck him with the same needle that the lady stuck me with. Here's the thing, this needle, it looked like a tattoo gun, a real fancy tattoo gun, real metal. Like it had a T. It looked like the letter T. And all of this was like nickel plated, real pretty. But I had it in my hand, so I had the T part in my hand and the the needle was coming that way. And when I stuck him in his back, and I'll never forget how real this felt. I pumped this needle like 3 times in him, and I kept telling myself, now you gonna know what we feel like. Immediately after I did this, the scene changed. Everything changed. There was police officers. It was like a crime scene was there. And it was almost like I was going to jail for sticking this man with this needle, but that's not what happened. I started walking off, not a care in the world after I did it. And I remember seeing what this black cop was seeing in his car cruising along. And don't ask me why the dude looked like Samuel Jackson, and whoever his partner was. I didn't see who his partner was, but I had like inside the car view of what they were doing, and I could see the guy, seen the officer driving, and I was looking at him through the windshield. It was kind of like I was spectating, like I was him and I was me looking at him, but I was him looking at me. And I remember him not even paying attention to what just happened, but watching some woman walk down the street, and all he kept saying was, ooh, I'm gonna get a piece of that. And my eyes lit up like, what? No. And I woke up. And then I said to myself, I gotta remember this dream. And for days I've been sitting on this dream, waiting to tell this dream to y'all, because I was afraid to speak about the dream because of what I was speaking about, getting stuck with needles. But then I said, wait a minute, I ain't speaking that negative. I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. I can't predict what's gonna go on when I go to sleep at night, or when I'm into these realms, like I tell y'all, these real places that do exist. And like I said, it was so real, y'all. My right hand, I remember how it felt pumping this needle 3 times to inject this stuff in him. And I forgot to mention, when I was chasing him, I had the needle in my right hand. And I'll never forget telling myself, see if it was working, because I wanted to get him so bad with it. So I squeezed it up. You know how doctors, they tap needles, or they do it, and they tap the needle to get the liquid to go through, and then they make sure it's needle solution in it and not air. So I did that, and I said, okay. Then it came out at a steady flow, and I said, I got him. But he took off. He wasn't even running. He was walking, but he was glitching. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that. So he was glitching in this matrix. It was basically like another realm of the matrix he was in, because nobody walks like that. Nobody runs like that. This man was glitching. It was like he was skipping strides. But in my eyes, it looked like he was running. I knew he wasn't running. He was walking. You know how you walking and I can't catch you, and I'm running fast as I can. And he was glitching like this. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Keep your eyes open.